As a storyteller, I noticed early on in my career that competing for the diminishing attention span of readers was becoming a losing game. There are simply too many instantaneous distractions. I thought, why not go in the opposite direction, which is to slow down to a human pace, about 5 kilometers an hour. That's the pace of walking, to explore the stories of our day. Since setting foot in the Middle Kingdom, I've been following the Hu Line. It's an imaginary boundary that divides East and West China, and it'll steer me some 6,000 kilometers across 10 provinces. Now, it's brought me to northern Shaanxi along the ancient Qin Highway. Completed more than 2 millennia ago, this road unspools for about 700 kilometers across ridgetops, mesas, and river valleys, all the way to Inner Mongolia. So all along my route, not just in China, but all the way back to Africa, I am not inventing new pathways. Walking this road is just a continuation of grabbing the ancestors by the hand and asking them to take me forward. And so here in Xi'an and north to Yuling through northern Shaanxi, the most famous road is the Qin roads. Some of the oldest highways ever built and also the straightest. The walk is not mine alone. My walking partner, Liu Lifeng, a travel industry expert, also lends her childhood memories and life experiences to the project.
每天这样走啊，我就觉得好像跟我们计划的旅行又不一样，对吧？计划的旅行好像你有一个目标，你知道你今天要干什么，会看到什么，大概你也知道。可是这个行走每天这20多公里，就真的不知道你今天会看到什么东西。每天去沟通，互相的交流，又让你有各方面的一个见识的长进。我没听清楚。等于是我们走到这儿，然后再顺着这条路走。
哎，对对对对，桥底下，铁路桥底下过去。谢谢啊，再见。谢谢啊。
Do you remember anything about the winter time when you were young in Mexico? Was it very warm?
Yeah, it's subtropical, so it never got cold. It's kind of like Dali.
I've been crossing frontiers since I was 6 years old. That's when my family moved from the United States to Mexico. That was my first border. Shaanxi marks the 10th anniversary of the walk, but for me, such numbers aren't that important. I don't measure it in years, because after all, I've been doing this for so long, thousands of days and nights, that if you do something that long, sooner or later it just becomes your life. I can tell you that I've measured off this project in landscapes and people. Those dates and those events loom higher than just a date on a calendar. Over 13,000 miles, scores of walking partners, countless stories. The walk has taught me to accept serendipity, to welcome the offerings of chance. In a village on China's famously harsh Yellow Earth Plateau, Xi Fangjing is carrying on ancestral work passed down through the women in her family. Paper cutting is believed to have originated in the 2nd century, but long before the invention of paper, the Chinese already used similar skills to cut designs in other materials like leaves, leather, silk, and gold foil. Where does she get her patterns? Does she make them herself? Wherever she gets her inspiration, each cutout is like a small poem.
这是2个蝴蝶。
漂亮。
Anytime you visit an artist in their studio, you're entering a very special place. It's kind of like a temple of love, where they are going to share with you kind of the secret of their life. She was like on fire with excitement to share her work.
你看就懂，你看这是卧虎。
She was copying motifs, memes from the internet, and making paper cuts of them, which I thought was a great combination of modern technology and ancient art. While many folk arts like paper cutting are disappearing in China and the world, Xi Fangqing carries on quietly, without apparent external reward, for the sheer joy of it.